Hello, I'm John Schwander, also known as the All Grain Gamer,
I'm D-Will.
and we're back with Project KZAV. We're going over the story mostly this week since Phil is unable to join us right now. But before we do, I have another surprise for you, Dexter.
Yes, I love surprises. There's more artwork.
It's more artwork. If you go into the Art and Lexi folder, you will see our new concept art.
Oh my gosh. Freaking little Bo Peep of karate.
Yep. And 3 colors again. Now what I gave Mary, who did the concept art, was the description you wrote prior of Lexi and Rose. So does this match your mental image at all?
It does a lot,
Mm-hmm.
but for some reason, I don't know, just the bonnet itself,
Yeah.
it makes it look like a baby.
Yeah, in the front view, it
Yeah, in
does
the front
do
view
that.
it does.
The side view, it comes out a little bit better. What about her build?
Her build is fine. That, like, literally everything else about her, I can't. It's freaking awesome. It's just the bonnet just makes her look like a baby.
Yeah.
That's literally my only thing.
Yeah, I do a bit agree with that. I started fidgeting her a more heavy set.
Oh, that's true.
But this
since
works
you do
too.
want to be.
I thought she was a bit more big, chubby. Not like full chubby, but a little weight to her. But I like this. I definitely like, especially the detail on the cane and the gloves. I do like the fighting gloves. I don't know about the high kick. Maybe not.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if she would have like martial arts stuff, but I wouldn't be. It'd probably be all. I don't know which one it is that's mainly just defensive. Is that karate or something?
Aikido, I believe, is
Oh.
the defensive, more of maneuvering, dodging, using the enemy's weight against them, that kind of stuff. Though I see her more as like a tank.
Yeah,
And like maybe just whacking things with the cane.
I think she has to look a little bit stronger.
Yeah.
She could be a little bit heavier, but like not that much. I don't want her to be like chubby. She needs to be strong,
Mm-hmm.
but not a bodybuilder strong.
Okay. And do you have a favorite color of the 3?
Let's see. I like either the one on the left or the one on the right. I'm not really a fan of the one in the middle.
And I really like the one in the middle.
Of
I don't like
course.
either of them. No, of course, yeah. If only Phil was here, so he could say, I don't care. And we could have a solution.
Why does it always happen?
She doesn't seem like she'd be, well, maybe she'd enjoy the color pink. I don't know, I think more light blue works for her than the pink or black.
The one thing I just really don't like about the middle one is just I think the skin color is a bit too dark. That's really it.
It does look a slightly amount darker. And she has lighter blue eyes, but...
That too.
Anything else want to say about Lexi before we move on?
Her pants weird me out. I don't know why.
Yeah, the short shorts.
Yeah.
Wait, do you think blouse? Maybe?
Yeah. I was thinking of a little bit longer blouse or something.
Thinking
Also,
like down to the ankles or down to the knees.
I don't know. Really, it's just unless you're doing like some type of sport, it just frustrates me to see shorts with really long socks. If people are just wearing them casually, I just don't like that. That's just me myself, though.
Okay. Yeah, I think she should be in like a more blouse skirt kind of thing. And one more thing, since Rose will be next. You have anything you want to say about Rose that might not be in the notes?
Might not. What? Oh, I think. What's the notes? Which one is the notes again?
Let me
Is
see.
Is it the work in progress one? I think it might be.
Yeah, I think it was. It wasn't the first set of notes. It was the second.
Wait, what?
It didn't really say much about Rose.
I didn't write anything about Rose.
It mostly covered Lexi.
Yeah.
I can tell you, here's what I sent her from what you told me. Detective Rose, very fast-witted and fast-footed, greedy detective, easily corruptible. Has a weakness to cute-looking things, not that well respected in her region.
What do I...
So nothing was really characteristically stated about what Rose would look like.
Well, red hair or
Red
strawberry
hair.
blonde hair, either one. For some reason I picture her wearing like some type of like really, really detective looking thing, like
Trench coat?
not so much trench coat, more like I don't know, just dressy but not girly, not too girly.
So
like equivalent
dressy.
to a suit and tie on a guy, what a girl would wear.
Would it be a suit and a tie, or would it be like a Chinese dress?
What's a Chinese dress?
It's the one that has the like slits on the legs.
What? I don't know what that looks like.
You don't?
No.
Haven't you? Chun-Li? Well, she kind of wears them.
No, not. I wasn't thinking Chinese dress, but I mean that could work.
Trying to find a picture that really states it, but can't really find one. Oh well. So for
Like
clothes,
really, just like a dress shirt, jacket, long pants, dress shoes, no tie.
now by jackets, you mean like a vest or a full-on like smoke jacket or winter jacket? Well, no, more like a windbreaker.
I'm thinking like I guess a vest.
So that like sleeves of her dress shirt will be visible.
Yes. It's almost as if she's like part of the FBI and she's about to take down some people and she's wearing like a bulletproof vest. Except not bulletproof vest.
So are you viewing FBI or more like a high-class bartender with a bulletproof vest? Or just high-class bartender?
I'm thinking, I guess, more FBI, not bartender. I don't know. Now I'm having very mixed views of her. Because before, actually, in the very beginning, I, for some reason, picture her as like some mafia-looking girl. And I don't know. Now I'm having like two conflicting ones.
Well, if you can find an image of something you think.
I don't know. Let's just go with like the dress. Just do dress shirt, dress pant. What is this?
Is it like that except for a woman? Minus the bulletproof vest, just the vest.
Yeah. Should she have a hat?
I was going to ask that next. What are your thoughts?
I'm just gonna go with no, because the last time I asked for a hat on a girl, it just made her look like a baby.
Well, I think she,
I mean, she, out of all the people, she could have a hat.
Yeah, when you first told me about Rose, I was thinking more like
Mafia hat.
yeah, like a fedora or and a overcoat.
Yeah.
I was thinking like Dick Tracy with boobs. Except a little more underhanded, corruptible, greedy.
Yeah.
I'll ask for a hat and a no hat. Alright, so we got Lexi and Rose covered in our concept art. Now we can move on to the story.
Yay.
Now, I've not looked at it yet, so give me a rundown of what you got.
A rundown of what I got. Alright. So, where did we start off last time? Last time, they're in the city and they're just like looking around for, I guess, what's it called? For Detective Rose. I think I changed a little bit of it. Like, the battle doesn't happen until later on now. Like that first strategic battle.
Mm-hmm.
So I have it so once they get to the city, wait, is it Lexi shows up?
So what's the first thing that happens? We'll just summarize a brief outline, catch up.
First thing that happens in the city?
No, first thing that happens overall. They go to the jungle temple, and then they go to the city?
Jungle temple, get their powers, defend their village, then go to city.
And they're looking for Rose in the city?
Yes.
Or is that what you... Okay.
They take a tour of the city with Lexi, and then they start trying to look for Rose. After
And why are they looking for Rose?
they just... I think Lexi told them to.
Okay.
And so, after they look for a while, they don't find her. They take a break. Then they start hearing noises from an alleyway. They walk into the alleyway. Entrance just completely shuts off, and then they start going down in an elevator
Mm-hmm.
to meet the commander, whose name has not been determined yet.
Okay.
So I just call him the commander for right now.
Yeah.
He starts being very quick about stuff, saying that another area is being attacked, and he already sent Detective Rose ahead of you to go.
Mm-hmm.
He gives you a communicator device, which I have it, so it's gonna be on his ear, I believe. Yeah, on his ear, and sends him off to the new area, which is the medieval area. And on the way there, Lexi communicates him with the new device and says that the jungle area is being attacked by MPU soldiers. And he has to do the strategy battle then. After he's done that, then he arrives at the new area, and that's the end of the first act, right there. The second act begins with him arriving uh, at a castle, which the king's name is Logan.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Once they actually like get there, his communicator goes off again, and it's gonna be a group call with him, Lexi, and the commander. And the commander tells him what he should do. Uh, Kevin is to go into the temple and figure out what's going. Figure out how to at least halt the disease.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, what did I just say? Kevin's supposed to go into the temple to get the new power and to stop all the diseased people. Lexi is to go to a different village that is near the castle to defend them and maybe find a cure.
So you're splitting up the groups for the New Game Plus. That's the plan.
Yes. So each of them has their own mission.
Mm-hmm.
Rose went ahead to do something else that we don't know yet. Kevin is going to the temple to get the new powers and to stop all the diseased people. Lexi is going to defend the other village and try to find a cure there. So Kevin and Xylo go into the temple where they see the new enemy types. I hope that these are okay. There are going to be diseased dogs, crows, people, and teams. And the disease itself makes it so that they are faster, they turn purple, and their body temperatures are extremely high.
Okay, those are good enemy types. But what would you say makes them different from the scorpions and the dragonflies and regular dogs and people that is mechanical for the game?
They can dodge stuff a lot easier because they're faster. Like a snake whip,
Yeah.
it might take Kevin and Xylo a couple tries to actually get them because they're just moving so fast.
Okay. How fast were you thinking?
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure, just because I would need to play around with the editor. But I guess like one like 75% faster than like what Kevin goes.
Faster than Kevin?
Faster than Kevin.
Now the problem I'm going over is, since this is the second level, we have to be careful with ramping up the difficulty too quick.
They can't do that much damage there.
Yeah, it sounds like they'd remain a one-hit kill. They'd just be hard to hit.
Yeah.
So I don't know about making them faster than Kevin. Well, they could be faster than Kevin, but we'll restrict them to like very small areas so they just jump around back and forth.
Yeah.
If they're not attacking.
Yeah. I wasn't thinking that they would be in like really large areas. Maybe the crows might be a little bit slower, just because they're in the air, and that would be completely
Yeah, that would.
But the dogs, the people, dogs would be faster than the people, and the teams would also be slower than everything. But they would be faster than normal.
Now, the team would be also affected by this disease?
Yes. So they have 2 diseases. So it sucks for them.
They got a stack of diseases going?
Yeah.
Okay, I could see it like a purple heme being slightly faster, a little weaker. Now, the first part of having them have to go back to the village and defend is doable. The part of... I like where it is for Section 1, since we don't have a strategic battle for that spot yet.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's where it starts. But it's... it does sort of become a requirement, since that's like tied into the story. I'm okay with that because it'll work as like a tutorial level.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm trying to wonder if there's an alternative.
It would help if Phil were here, because then he could tell, say, if it's possible to do in like code.
Oh, it's possible.
I mean, it's possible, but can he do it? He probably can't.
Oh, he can do it.
Yeah.
Doing really just putting in the events wouldn't be much trouble. It's the motive of their village is under attack.
Yeah.
That does work. But if there was a way it could be optional, like I would say picking up a character or recruit or something that they could avoid if they want.
Yeah.
That is something I will bring up again when we have Phil.
Alright.
And we'll just pick that up from there, so I'll make a note of that. And then we're on section 2 where they get to the castle. Now, how come Logan has a headset? Are they very common things?
What? Logan has a headset? He doesn't have a headset.
I thought he had a headset when you said they all have a group meeting with the commander.
No, not Logan.
Kevin.
Logan's not a part
Okay.
of that. Logan, after they have that little meeting, then Kevin talks to Logan. And Logan says what's going on.
Alright.
I think I might have skipped that part. Not bad. But after Kevin speaks with Logan, then he goes to the temple, fights off the new enemy types to get his new powers. Did you read the new powers thing?
I did not. I was just following you.
Alright. Kevin's new power would be to dash 3 times in a row in any direction. As in up, down, left, or right, unless something is blocking him. And when he dashes, if he goes through something, he would attack it, and the thing would take damage. And then Xylo's new power would be to spit poison. I put spit in twice. Spit poison out in a long distance. Alright.
Alright, now about the few concerns is how did you envision pulling this off? Like them going down an elevator and then having this giant meeting.
What do you mean?
In Act 1 they go into the city, they go into an elevator,
Yeah.
then they go down to meet Logan, or the commander.
Yeah. He only sees the commander, and he just, they just start walking to the plane, and he's just talking really quickly, because the village is being, attacked right then and there. So, he gives them communicators so he can talk once he is there. So he can debrief them once they are there.
But how do you see pulling off that cutscene?
Is there any way that we could have like a picture of the head of the character that is talking at that one moment, and then just like bubble text?
We can, but here's the thing: is we can do it with the game mechanics and the sprites go down the elevator. That requires more art assets and also makes the player or the cities more complex. Or we make it like a cutscene, but that also requires more art assets, and that's a problem we're really having with our mix-up is art.
Yeah.
In fact, when you guys come back, I plan to set up flyers looking for artists to join the group.
I'm okay with this.
Yeah, so until then, I do like the detail you're going into.
We just don't know
but
how far we can go.
Just know that we might have to like cut a lot of it out. Yeah.
That's fine. That's totally fine. But wait, what do you think of the new powers? Do you think they can work?
The dash can definitely work. The spitting poison, I'm 50-50 on. It's a good new mechanic, but Xylo already is to have the longest range. Giving him a projectile attack would be a bit redundant, but we could have that as
Can we have it so
a later power.
Can we have it so that the poison that he shoots out, it doesn't actually hurt the enemy? It just disrupts them? I can't say that word.
You mean like a stun?
Yeah.
We could, so we don't really need Xylo. We could have Kevin throw a rock right at their head.
Yeah, sort of boring.
It is, but
there could be a different power that Xylo could have right there. That's what I have for right now.
Well, he already has his default attack, which will also poison the enemies.
Yes.
When he hits them. So maybe we could have a power where instead of poison, he paralyzes them. So they don't take damage over time, they just freeze in place for a second.
Could be like a flash of light from his eye or something. That would be very hard for the art.
That would be very art related. But
I need an artist.
But it wouldn't be too hard. I mean, it would be just like a change the pixel color for a second and then set it back to normal. Maybe a little lightning bolt coming down. But
could we have that?
Kind of worries that changed the mechanics a bit too much of the main combat. Because mostly until the player plays as Rose, everything was going to be melee based.
Alright.
So if it's still like an on-hit thing, it still works in that melee sense. But as like a superpower, I like the dash plan. I don't know about dashing up and down. We still have to address double jump, if that will be a power or if that will be a natural ability when it will be introduced. Now, speaking of the dash, why would he need a power instead of naturally being able to? Just from a logic standpoint of how the story plays out? Like instead of the standard video game, you got the power to dash. Is there a way we could like tie in the lore
We can. I would have to get a backstory for why the medieval temple has a temple right there, and uh, technically there is a book that he touches. He just touches it. He
Mm-hmm.
doesn't like read it all. There can be a story that's in that book and talking about how there's like,
Mm-hmm.
let's say, a knight that defeated all of his foes because he was faster than him, not because he was the strongest.
I'm thinking like to explain it, um, he gets to stop time for like a second, allowing him to move further than he normally would
Mm-hmm.
because he's running a second without time and a second with time, so it just doubles his movement per second. Something like that, or
That
he.
that sounds cooler. That sounds a lot cooler, actually.
This would just be like skill text
Yeah.
in the menus. It would be something they'd have to really look into and find. But having that little kind of detail really helps bring the game out for some people.
I like the I like the time slow faster thing. But you can only do it like 3 times really quickly in succession.
Yeah, we can have a puzzle that requires dashing 3 times.